Imagine walking through a frozen landscape, and in the distance, you spot a creature so monstrous, so ancient, it could only belong to the darkest corners of our planet's past. You think it's a figment of your imagination, but it's not. It's real. Frozen in time. What if I told you that some of these ancient creatures once thought lost forever could return after being preserved in ice for millions of years? Welcome to a world where ancient creatures lie frozen in time, waiting to be uncovered. In this video, we'll explore 5 prehistoric animals that were perfectly preserved in ice, only to be discovered after millions, in some cases, billions of years. First, the woolly mammoth, one of the most iconic creatures of the Ice Age. The woolly mammoth wasn't just an elephant wrapped in fur. It was a true giant, weighing up to 8 tons and standing nearly 15 feet tall. These massive creatures roamed the northern latitudes during the Pleistocene, roughly 50,000 years ago. They were built to endure the harsh cold of the Ice Age, with thick fur, fat layer for insulation, and small ears to minimize heat loss. In 1799, the first frozen remains of a mammoth were found in Siberia, astonishing scientists with the perfect preservation of its body. The specimen was so intact, researchers even found its stomach's content, which consisted of grasses and shrubs. Second, cave lion. The cave lion was a beast, far more terrifying than the lions we know today. Larger, stronger, and more ferocious. It dominated the European and Asian landscapes during the Ice Age. These apex predators could weigh up to 850 pounds, much heavier than today's African lions. They were built to hunt in the harsh cold, with powerful jaws and sharp claws. The remains of one of these lions were discovered frozen in the Siberian permafrost, offering scientists a glimpse into the life of this formidable hunter. Remarkably, researchers discovered that these lions often preyed on mammoths, which were vastly larger than themselves, a testament to their strength and power. Third, the Yucca mammoth. Discovered in 2010, the Yucca mammoth was a perfectly preserved specimen that had been frozen for over 40,000 years in the Siberian permafrost. It was so well preserved that researchers could examine its last mealgrass, moss, and other plant matter, offering a direct snapshot of its eating habits. Her condition was so pristine that scientists even found traces of blood in her veins. This discovery not only provided insight into their diet, but also gave scientists clues about the Ice Age environment, where many plants thrived despite the cold temperatures. Fourth, the steppe bison. The steppe bison, once a dominant force across North America and Eurasia, was an extraordinary creature. This massive herbivore could weigh up to 2,000 pounds, and was built to withstand the Ice Age's freezing temperatures. In 1979, a remarkably well-preserved specimen of a young steppe bison was discovered in Siberia. Its fur, skin, hooves, and even its eyes were almost perfectly intact. This rare find allowed scientists to extract DNA and discover just how closely related this ancient bison was to the modern bison. However, this wasn't the only shocking discovery. Scientists found out that their bones were often used by early humans for tools like spearheads and cutting tools, showing how intertwined these creatures were with the rise of human civilization. Fifth, the giant beaver. Imagine a beaver the size of a car. The giant beaver was no ordinary rodent. Weighing up to 2,000 pounds and measuring up to 10 feet long, these massive creatures were a dominant force in the Ice Age landscape. They roamed the North American and Eurasian plains, gnawing down trees far larger than any modern beaver could manage. Frozen remains of one of these beavers were discovered. With its massive teeth still intact, evidence of its extraordinary gnawing skills, these giant beavers weren't just felling trees, they were actually transforming the landscape, creating wetlands and habitats for other Ice Age species. Frozen in time, these creatures serve as windows into a world that once was, offering us a glimpse into an era long gone. The past is far from gone. It waits quietly, preserved, ready to tell its story.